Hi, good morning. My name's Andy Glaves. I'm the Client Relationship Manager at Locata. And today we're going to take a look at how you can extract data from a Locata back office into an Excel workbook. We've had quite a number of inquiries about how to do this. A number of people have struggled with this, and it's not that they've struggled because of the process. It's just that some clients have got different versions of Excel, and the way that you do this within each of those different versions can vary enormously. So a little bit of patience required, and possibly make some inquiries with your IT team if you've got a much earlier version of Excel. Okay, so how do we get data from the Locata back office into Excel? In this case, you'll see we're using Locata's demonstration system, Anytown, and for the purposes of today, we're in the HPA2 system. So first of all, we need to open a report, the data for which you need to get into Excel. So we'll just click on reports. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to open a fairly straightforward report here, Andy's complex report. And in fact, it's far from complex. It's very simple, very straightforward. I've applied a number of basic filters here, case officer, case status, etc. And I just want the information from those fields displayed. So if we click Get Count, we've got 5 cases generated that match the filters that I've applied. And we're now going to generate the list of applications. And they're clearly showing here. So again, very simple, very straightforward, but just to show you how to get that data into Excel. So what we need to do, we need to copy this URL information, this link here. You can either cover it with the mouse across here like that, but we've made that much easier, much simpler for you. And you can do that by simply clicking on this button here, copy list into Excel. Get a little message to say that the link has been copied. And now we're going to open up an Excel workbook, which is here. And before we go into the process of getting the data in, this is a more up-to-date version of Excel. And what you'll need to make sure you've got available to you is the ability to get data in using the Legacy Wizards option from this drop-down menu, which is on the Get Data. So to get there to this point, you click on Data, click on Get Data, and you should see Legacy Wizards here from Web Legacy. Now, if you've not got that option, let me quickly show you how to add that option to that drop-down box. If you click on File here in the top left-hand corner, go right down to the very bottom and click on Options. You'll get the Excel Options window opening. From here, you need to click on Data. I've already got the Web Legacy option showing, and that's why this box is ticked here. So to make sure you've got that option in your drop-down box, go into this window and make sure you've got a tick against From Web Legacy. And once you put a tick in that box, click OK. And then if you go back to Get Your Data, click on Legacy Wizard, and then from Web Legacy, click on that, and you'll get a new web query window opening. And from here, if you do get a little window popping up about the script like that, just click yes. And from here, simply paste in the link from the back office and then click go. Now, the very first session that you use for this process, you will be asked to log in to the Locata back office. If I come back in an hour and import some data into Excel again, maybe a different report, it will just bring me the data straight away. I won't need to log in each time I do this. So I'm just going to quickly put in my credentials. And then log in. And immediately you will see that the data is there and available to me. From this point, all we simply need to do now is to click import. It's asking me which worksheet do I want it into, a new worksheet or the existing one. I'm going to use the existing one. Click OK. The data is now being brought into the spreadsheet. Now, the first time that you do this, it can take a few seconds. Now, I'm not sure whether today, this is about my connection, but under normal circumstances, this is quite an immediate response from the system, and you probably wouldn't have to wait the time that we're now waiting for the data to come in. So it's just a case about being a little bit patient. And there it is. After a few seconds, the data is in. And from this point, you simply need to maybe just clean that up a little bit, get rid of the excess text from there, which is very quickly and very easily done. And maybe you want to just highlight the column headers, which is obviously very easy to do. And that's the data into Excel from the back office. And although this is a small amount of data, your report, your data that you bring in may actually be quite large, the amount of data, and you may want to maybe use pivot tables, charts, manipulate the data in any way that you want to extract certain information. And again, you'll probably want to save this under a different name. At the moment, it's just as book one, but you will know already how to do that. So there we have it, data from the Locata back office systems brought through into Excel for further interrogation as required. I hope you found this useful, informative, and thank you very much indeed for allowing me to show you this particular process. Thank you.